Hey guys, welcome in here for another episode of Reality Rocket League here. Another regular season week one games kicking off here. We do apologize a little bit for this delay, though. We had it looked like one of the players from the first team didn't show up on time, so we were unable to bring you that first game. But we do have the last two here for you, and I'm joined here with Cubix. How you doing today, Cubix?
I'm doing great, thanks. Good to be here and excited to get some high quality adept games for you today.
Yeah, definitely. So the first game that we're going to be coming here, covering here in just a moment, 7:45, is going to be the Knights versus the Retro Shock. So again, I personally don't know much about these teams, and here just getting into week one, there's not a lot of stats here for these teams, but we can see they get a pretty high salary there. But it looks like on the Knights roster, we're going to have Vin, Lil Rigger, 22, the Sirius, and Rennie over there. So I'm not sure the starting three there, but then of course the away team, we've got Reaper, Lauden, Aspect, and Skies. So, based on names, you have any predictions there, Cubics? I'm sure you're in the same boat as me, as well as not knowing too much about the teams here.
Yeah, for sure. I feel you on that one, but it should be an interesting game. Just looking at some of the MMRs here, the only name of the day that I recognize is Lauden coming over from RLPC. He's a pretty good player and should fit in well if they decide to play him. He is the lowest salary on that RetroShocks team, though, so we'll see if he'll end up being the sub for that team and see how they tend to play things out. But you're mentioning earlier that the Knights don't seem to have a solid three. Their top player, Ven, is at a 14.5 salary, and the rest of the squad is between 12.5 and 13 salary. So it'll be interesting to see what squad they go with today.
Yeah, and then a little bit later at 8:30, we'll have Impulse taking on the Titans as well. So that should be an interesting matchup here. Um, Looks like the salaries for both teams here is around the same as well. I see. It looks like Impulse has one at 11 there. So look to see how both teams fare. Looks like they're pretty fairly evenly matched here. So I'm definitely excited to be casting this here with you tonight, Cubics.
For sure. It's going to be, excuse me, very interesting considering this is the first week of games. It'll be interesting to see what teams have natural chemistry and can really, that'll be the thing that takes them to the top here in week one. And we'll see if that'll be the Knights or Retro Shocks or if it'll be the Impulse or Titans in our second game of the night.
Yeah, and again, guys, we do apologize for that delay. Again, we had a little mishap here early. Looks like one of the players from one of the teams was running a little late. So that game is going to be played, but unfortunately, we are unable to bring that to you today. But a lot of exciting action ahead of us here with Cubic. So we definitely look forward to bringing this game here for you as everybody gets loaded in. But let's see. If I had to take a guess or a random pick based off of teams and names, I'm gonna go with the Retro Shocks. No real reason, just randomly.
That's fair. Looking at the basically just the MMRs, I would tend to lean the same way, but the difference between the two rosters here, assuming that they go with the three highest MMR from is only a 0.5 in terms of salary. So it should be a very close game, but I think it'll really come down to who has the best chemistry right off the bat here as we start season 0 off with a bang.
Yeah, look to see who makes those aggressive plays. Where the demos are at, how the rotations coming into play. Obviously team comms are a huge thing when it comes to Rocket League. So obviously, as we get prepared here, rotations are going to be huge. Who's capitalizing on those mistakes? And again, just looking for an exciting gameplay. Excited to be here casting. This is my first time here with Reality Rocket League. So again, excited to be here with Cubics. And at the moment, we're just kind of waiting on everybody to get loaded in here. And maybe we'll run over the roster here for that game at 8:30. It looks like we've got Golf, Garbage, Light, and Potato Prophecy on Impulse. And then over there on the Titans, we have Adam Ford, Ballistic Ice, Womp 14, and Nobody over there. So excited to see them play a little later as well, and just kind of get to learn the players and the skill base and what they've got going on over these next few weeks as we see them develop here over this season.
Yeah, I think the since it is a decently short season, I believe it's only 6 weeks long. It'll be interesting to see what teams can really click really quick, because that's what's going to be the team that finds the most success here in our first test season of RRL. Definitely going to be interesting to see how the season progresses.
Uh, And it does look like we are getting the members loaded into the match here now for you guys. I can see them loading up Lil Rig, Van Ritney Aspect, and the crew loaded in. So match one, guys, underway. And here's the kickoff going in Sky's favor, tucked across, but there's Little Rig up and tight, met with Aspect, who does win that in the air there. Now tucked into the corner, pushing toward this gray side here. And there's looks like Reaper across mid. There's Skies on the touch. Back toward the goal in a hurry. It's up top and just high. There's Rennie on the D. Now again across mid here. There's Reaper with a little touch. Rennie playing D. Excellent save from him. Pushed across the midfield here. And back and forth we go. Both teams looking pretty well here at the attack. The pressure from both teams seems to be high pace thus far here. Pressing in now. 4:23. Neither team with a goal, as Rennie is just a little slow on that one. Ben with a touch and back to Reaper, but not quite the touch she wanted here. Still 0-0 Cubics, and neither team has scored here with 4:11 remaining.
Lots of good offensive pressure here early from the Retro Shocks, who are in yellow, and the Knights are in that black today. But lots of good offensive pressure here early. We'll see what the Knights can get doing on this first real possession that they have. And we'll see if Rennie can keep it in here. But no, it's cleared right back out by the Retro Shocks, and they are looking strong offensively early.
Yeah, now just in front of the goal, but nobody able to tuck it in, and there's Reaper. What a score! Now up by one with 3:45 remaining, and you'll see it here again. I don't really know what happened there with a mishap in front of the goal, Cubics, but Reaper able to capitalize.
Oh, catastrophe in the front. The defense just breaks down, and the Retro Shocks are left wide open to find that top corner. Not looking so hot on that defensive play are the Knights. But as I say that, coming back the other way, the Knights find a kickoff goal and an early response here off the ceiling.
Yeah, phenomenal touch there by Lil Rigger just to tuck it into that corner of the net there, and find themselves with an equalizer. 3:39 remaining here as the next kickoff is underway, and Ben is able to come on top of that one as Sky's waiting patiently, ready with the touch there. Aspect looking to push it out, and a little bit of a double commit there coming out from this yellow team. Across the center, there's Ben, but nobody able to capitalize as Reaper now with a clear, and a good clear at that, on a huge demo. Can he capitalize? No, there's Ben with a save, and now Skies looking to push it back in here across the mid. Ben with a touch, and Reaper looking to keep it in, but here's Rennie, who is able to get it over the head of Reaper there, but Aspect able to fire it back toward this goal, and both teams with a lot of high-pace action here. Reaper comes away with another demo, tucked into the corner of yellow here as Aspect goes up, and Little Rig has to bounce around. Rennie now with a touch into the corner across the center, and no, there's Sky. Reaper able to push it out here, and again, it seems they're having some double commit issues here early on, Cubics, for this yellow team.
Yeah, some defensive struggles here as a shot off the bar, then can't quite get it in. Woo, very close opportunity, but as you said, the Retro Shocks haven't been on defense for all that much time, but their defense looking a little bit rocky right now as we hit the halfway point, and we'll see if the Knights can capitalize on this offensive pressure. It doesn't look like they will here, but still in harm's way right now. Not looking good. Finally, the Retro Shocks get a clear, and they'll be lucky to get out of their end.
Yeah, Rennie able to go up, get a touch here. Rigger battling in the middle, but Skies does get the better of that one. Aspect with a 50, goes up high and dry, and there's Reaper with a little missed touch. Tries to direct it to the center. There's Sky waiting. Aspect goes up, not quite enough. Wide open goal. Can Rennie capitalize? And he does. Now up 2-1 here with 1:54.
That can't feel good if you're the Retro Shocks. A complete defensive breakdown on the rotational side of things for the Retro Shocks allows that wide open net. And they are now down by one goal with just under 2 minutes on the clock. They have the ability in the offense. They just need to hold it and get some possession here in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, there's plenty of time left on this clock. You want to see a little more of them aggressive plays. You got to make something happen here. As Black has been in control of this ball here, but Aspect with a touch and then near goal off the post.
Oh.
What a shot.
That can't feel good. That was such a nice play, too. What a save by Rinnie coming off the top of the net. Squishy save. And the Knights are doing everything they can to keep this ball out of the net, but Retroshock setting up such a nice play, but just finds the post instead of the back of the net. They're going to be wanting that back if this one falls the way of the Knights.
Aspect looking to be back on the attack here. Now Sky across the center. There's the chance, and Little Rig with an excellent save. Goes up, misses that touch there. Now Aspect with the battle. Gets the favorable touch. Across towards the center above the goal. Here it is. Sky unable to get the touch that's needed. Back across the center. There's Reaper. And it's high and dry again in front of the goal, but Little Rig able to go up and bust it out here. Then as well, look at the touch and being across the center onto this yellow side. Sky's retreating in D, but again, not quite the touches they need here as Reaper is able to get a good one before Reddy slaps her back across the center. 30 seconds remaining here, down by 1 goal, and he's trying to put the nail in the coffin here as time is ticking away. Aspect trying to do something in the corner, but this Black team is absolutely relentless, and there it is. What a goal.
Talk about relentless offense. Knights putting on a clinic there with 4 or 5 shots within the last 45 seconds. Beautiful offensive pressure from the Knights, and they take a 2-goal lead with 20 seconds, and it looks like they'll be able to claim game 1.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to come back from this with just 20 seconds remaining. Hopefully come away with a goal, get some more momentum going into that next game. But honestly, I mean, both teams were very aggressive here in this first game, which you like to see. You like to see that nonstop movement. The rotations were there all in all, but I think some of the more key mistakes we saw coming from the Retro Shocks there, we saw a lot of those double commits, especially going up high in the air with those double commits. Just allowing the Knights to capitalize with ease there and get those couple extra goals.
Yeah, the offensive pressure from the Knights at the end was relentless, and they seem to have, even though they had 1 less shot than the Retro Shocks that game, scoring 9-8 in that category, the Knights seem to have a lot more quality chances come the second half of that game, which I think was what really propelled them to that lead, and their defense was stellar as well, making 6 saves, 2 for each player on the Knights team, showing a really well-rounded defensive ability. But even though they do have all those saves, the Retro Shocks never felt like they had a super dominant and dangerous offense for the first half when they really didn't have the offensive pressure. They looked good, but just couldn't get the great opportunities that they needed to win this game.
Yeah, I think that's where those double commitments came in to haunt them as well. And you see the 3 saves versus the 6. I think that was a little issue with the rotations there as well. So we saw a little bit better rotations coming out from the Knights, able to capitalize on those minor mistakes. So we look to see Retro Shock, kind of correct those minute details here going into game 2. Add a little more pressure, see if we can get some more demos coming out, and see if we can tie this series up 1-1.
Definitely what they'll look to do to gain some momentum here early, possibly another early goal like we saw last game, but they need to keep up that offensive pressure. At this point, their defensive rotations are not looking so hot, so hopefully they can come back and get more offensive pressure and keep the ball out of their end where they're struggling severely right now.
All right, well, game 2 underway here as the 5-minute clock ticks down and the ball across midfield, favoring neither team here as Vin does get the touch. Reaper with a little weak touch there, not quite the one he wanted, and now Aspect misses one as well, and Rennie has the ball into the corner looking for the clear. There's Sky with the pressure. Aspect as well with a follow-up and the touch. Floating here in front of the Black goal, and it's the Retro Shocks looking to get an early goal. Now back the other way, and Aspect with an excellent save as the pressure from both teams is already here and here early. Now Sky pressing down across midfield. There's Rennie. Touch of his own across toward Ben as Ben looks to keep the pressure rolling, and the save is there, pressing back out the other way, but really Cubic back and forth nonstop here early.
Non-stop is exactly right. It's been booming clear on net after booming clear on net. Is a touch here, dangerous in the middle, but they won't find the back of the net. Aspect getting the clear on that one, taking the pressure off again. But again, back and forth has been the story of this first minute here, and we'll see if any team can get some sustained pressure, because we've seen in the last game that both teams need a little bit of sustained pressure in order to get that goal to go in, and we'll see if either team can make that happen here.
Yeah, right now Sky's on that advance. The ball is going to get cleared out and maybe over Aspect's head here as he does get the touch off the wall. There's Rennie looking to touch it in for teammate Ben with the fake out possibly. Here's Sky up top. Everybody kind of whiffing here, not really getting the touch they needed or wanted. As Aspect pops it over the head of Little Rig and presses into the black territory here. There's Rennie looking to clear it out. Now the pressure's there. Ben and the demo coming out from Skies. Could be huge, but unable to capitalize off that as the ball is tucked into this yellow corner, and the black team remains to keep this relentless pressure. The Knights, phenomenal display of pressure here thus far in the first 2 minutes, Q.
Definitely that second minute of the game was all Knights, but a defensive rotation. I think there was a demo on that too. Leaves the net wide open, and Skies is there, able to capitalize on an odd bounce off the corner that just couldn't be read by the Knights.
Yeah, phenomenal play coming away with that early goal, creating some pressure up by 1. 3 minutes, though. Plenty of time here. Look to see if they can keep this momentum rolling here as the kickoff is underway. Here's Skies over the head, and there it is with another quick goal.
This is huge for the Retro Shocks, getting a 2-goal lead here. Skies with a nice touch, just barely beating Ven on that one, and just a kickoff goal. What can you say about that? Just a great play from the Retro Shocks, and now they got a 2-goal lead. Definitely something that they'll look to keep the momentum going into this last 3 minutes.
Yeah, this is what you want to see after that Game 1 loss. The pressure is here, the early lead. Now they just got to maintain that, and play smart. Keep those rotations, don't over-aggress, don't double commit like we did in that first game. And let's ride this out for the win, 2-0 here, so it is their game to win. The pressure is on, though. Little Rigger down into the corner here. Rennie's going to miss that ball. Reaper now on the possession and down into the corner of the Knights. Across the center, and Sky is feeling it with 3 already and a hat trick on the deck.
Big hat trick for Skies as well. A great read off that awkward ceiling touch, but beats the entirety of the Knights defense. One in the corner trying to go for the first ball. Misread it. 2 goalies, no problem. Skies finds the back of the net and up 3-0. Retro Shocks looking good here, but the one thing that my dad always said was that if they can do it in the first half, you can do it in the second. And we'll see if that rings true for the Knights here. They can't give up now.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely true. If they can do it, you can too, if not better. So we'll see if they're able to maintain that pressure. But again, we don't see too many double commits there. There was one, however, from Reaper and Aspect, but it's not going to come back to haunt him. Aspect with the touch, now across the front of the goal here. Rigger up, able to stop him. But again, this ball floating across mid, a dangerous position to be in. And Skies with a touch, and he's been absolutely deadly this game thus far here. Now 3-0 with 1:40 remaining, and well, the Knights, frankly, are going to have to start to create some more pressure, trying to get a goal here soon because time is ticking away and a line drive. But Sky is there with a save, and you got to believe Skies is most likely going to be the MVP here of this game too, Cubics.
Definitely looks like it, and if the game doesn't give it to him, he should have it anyway. He's got a save and the hat trick, and just playing fantastically this game. But one other thing I noticed looking at the score sheet right now is that the Knights and Retro Shocks have a combined 7 shots, and 4 of them coming from Skies, 3 of them finding the back of the net. Not a great look here for the Knights defense that was so strong last game. Not looking the same at all this one.
Yeah, and I haven't really been able to pinpoint what they might be doing wrong. I haven't seen too many errors on rotations. I haven't seen too many double commits from them. So really, Retro Shocks just coming out swinging this second game and swinging hard, able to capitalize now 3-0. And the performance they put on here thus far has been very exciting as another goal is scored here, and we'll see it again. Aspect coming in with the fierceness.
The Knights are falling apart on defense. I'm really not sure what's up with their defense right now. 4 shots for Skies and 2 for Aspect. 6 total for the Retro Shocks. And 4 goals make it 5 as Reaper converts there as well. 7 shots, 5 goals.
See both men right there going up yet again. That double commit from the Knights side there. And, with only 30 seconds left here, you're going to try to at least get one goal, come away with something here because you want to get something going in this next game. Figure out what went wrong here for you in game 2 because this is a completely different game than what we saw here in game 1, QBs.
Definitely a very different looking game, a lot more booming clears, which has evidently gone in the Retro Shock's favor here, but we'll see if the Knights can come back and more play their game coming in to this game 3, but game 2 is going to be in the favor of the Retro Shocks, and they'll tie up this best of 5 1-1.
Yeah, and again, the Knights, unfortunately, were kind of bunching up there. You saw again in the corner, they kind of coagulated together, and just kind of being on top of each other is not what you want to see from them. The rotations that first game were very on point, but it looks like they've kind of stumbled a little bit here in game 2. Let's see if they can briefly talk amongst themselves and get her wrapped up for game 3 here. But again, who knows now? After seeing that first game, Knights performing very well. Now the Retro Shocks coming out, and it could be anybody's game at this point.
It really could. I think the Knights just need to step up their offense. They had pressure for a very short period there in that second minute of the game between 4 and 3 minutes on the clock. They had a lot of offensive pressure, but never made any dangerous shots. And that was really their only offensive possession time. And we didn't see any more of it from them the rest of the game. And they never really looked dangerous again. And after that, the Retro Shocks went on their tear and in the last 3 minutes put in those 5 goals. Just not really a good look for the defense of the Knights and not able to get out of their own end, especially.
Yeah, I think they knew that they had to be more aggressive, but I think they were doing it at the wrong times. We saw a lot of double commits that second half as well. And I think due to that over aggressiveness, in the wrong moments or at the wrong times, might have cost them that game there. It was quite the performance from Retro Shocks, really dominating there. So I look forward to game 3, see who comes out on top. Right now, tied up 1-1. And the kickoff is underway. Here's Skies and Rennie going in the favor of Knights, and Little Rig off the wall, able to put something on it. Of course, Retro Shocks waiting to kick it out here. Nice little clear as Reaper gets a touch of his own, and back the other way, now across the wide open goal. But Little Rigger is there to press it out, and of course with a nice demo as well. And now the pressure again back onto this yellow side here, and a quick early goal from Rennie.
Absolutely huge for the Knights, gaining back some momentum here, getting themselves back in the play after being shut out 5-0 in that last game. This goal early for them shows that they can make their offense work when they need to and gives them some confidence to play more of their game.
Yeah, phenomenal for them to just come out swinging early, much like Retro Shocks did last game. So a quick early 1-0 lead here as the pressure is on for 24. And Skies looking to create some more opportunities, seeing if he can get something going. Last game, that early hat trick leading his team to that victory there. And now, again, the Knights back down in this yellow corner. There's Reaper up with a touch and a good clear, but Rennie able to put her back in here. And now Skies back and forth the other way, going to drop in front of the goal here. And this is dangerous as Reaper slams it in.
Tie game just like that. Super unfortunate touch, I think, off the backboard there. And Vin not getting the touch that he wanted at all. Looked like he wanted to get the clear to the corner. Couldn't do it. It hits his wheels, falls straight down, and Reaper is there to pick up the pieces, and the Retro Shocks tie it up very quickly.
Yeah, it's important to capitalize on plays like that, and here they're doing just that as Aspect looking to dunk another one on from a great pass from Sky. Intercepted here early. Van with another touch, looking to press it out the other way, and there's Skies off the wall. Touch across the center, but Rennie with a line drive, and Reaper somehow comes away with an excellent save. Now back down to the Knights corner. Here's Little Rig up off the top wall. No. Now the ball's bouncing around. Rennie is going to get the favorable touch as it's now down on the yellow side here, and a little high off the crossbar, but Van tag team back again. Whoop, there it is.
Whoop indeed, a fantastic pass from Rennie off the backboard. Van reads that perfectly. I think even pre-jumped it there. And just a beautiful play from the Knights as an entire team to really be able to put that one in, and definitely playing more of their game this game, and a lot closer, a lot more game one feel from the Knights.
Yeah, again, 2-1 here now. This just goes to show you it's anybody's game. Both teams are doing a great job with pressures here back and forth. Knights on top right now. 3 minutes remaining as Little Rigger looks to make another attack, but it's going to be Reaper now on the counterattack. Down into the black side, up off the wall and across the center, but then with a nice touch to push it out, and there's Sky, but just wide and unable to get the touch he needed. Now across the center the other way, Aspect for the clear, looking to press it out in a hurry, and he does get the touch over Rennie, and here they come. The attack is on. Ben tries to get the save, but that is unfortunate.
Oh, that doesn't feel good. That can't feel good. Own goal. Oh, that's never how you want to tie up the game, and he'll be wanting that one back 1,000 times if this game ends up in OT, or even the Retro Shocks winning this one by 1 especially would feel bad. But Knight playing well on offense, and we'll see if they can keep that up.
Yeah, he had to try to get some pressure on that ball, though the ball most likely going to go in either way. And here's Skies, absolutely on fire since game number 2. And you'll see it here again. Making quick, easy work of the line drive. It looked like might have been a miss over there on the Knight side, Cubics.
Yeah, not super great defense on that play, but the defense is something that I think both teams are going to need to work on here. Not looking super solid on either side. Lots of goals in this contest, and it's really an offensive slugfest as we see the defensive rotations from both teams looking a little bit rocky, but not unexpected. Shot on, and Aspect finds it off the post. Beautiful shot, and the Retro Shocks up 2-0 here after a slow start.
Yeah, I mean, the Knights coming out 2-0, now 4-2, and Retro Shocks are really just hammering it home here. They're really starting to look like a force to be reckoned with here. 4-2, 2:15 remaining as Reaper already on this attack, and this is just a completely opposite team from that first game. The rotations, the comms have got to be on point. And here we go, another attack. Sky with a shot and a near miss just wide and to the right. Back the other way, there's Aspect, but a double commit coming out here from Retro.
No. Oh, what a save, Reaper. Sorry to cut you off there, but my goodness, Reaper, out of nowhere, finds that save, and that's the second time I think he's made a hero save for the Retro Shocks. But one thing that the Retro Shocks, I can tell by the plays that they're making, is that their comms are better than the Knights right now. They're going and looking for these passing plays, something the Knights aren't particularly doing, and they're not double committing as much. As I say that, they do double commit there, but they do seem to have the better, more fluent comms, and those passing plays are something that we're going to need to look out for come game 4 and 5 if we get there.
Yeah, and the Knights might have to find a way to answer to Skies here. I mean, the whole team playing well this second game, but Skies has been really creating a lot of opportunities, even when not scoring goals, creating a lot of opportunities here for Retro Shock. And as the ball floats across the center, Aspect able to fire it into the corner. And yet again, they're up 5-2 here with 59 remaining.
Not a good look for the defense of the Knights yet again. This is 2 games in a row. They've let in 5 goals, and I honestly could see the Retro Shocks putting in another 1, maybe 2 here in the closing minute. But 11 goals in 3 games, not looking super great here are the Knights.
Yeah, I mean, Knights, that great first game for them, but the Retro Shocks now just really starting to look like that better team here as they show the consistency here in game 3, now up by 3 goals. There's 38 seconds left and the clock ticks away, and Sky looking to get another opportunity, is ready for the touch off the wall, and this one goes in, not sure how.
Me neither, honestly. That pinch, so unfortunate from Skies, but Rennie plays it well and ends up getting a lucky angle off the boards there. And 34 seconds, probably too low for them to make a comeback, but the Knights have a little bit of a feel-good story here at the end of this game, assuming they can hold that last goal.
And now into the corner of the yellow team here in a hurry, though, as Reaper goes up, and neither man really getting the touch they wanted there. Rennie now trying to regain control. Nice little air dribble there, but Sky waiting there on the defense. Aspect goes up and gets a touch of his own just over the head of Rennie, and 10 seconds to tick away. And it looks like Retro Shocks here is going to take game number 3, going to put them up 2-1.
big lead for the Retro Shocks, especially considering that they dropped that first game, and the 5-goal performances in both these last 2 games is absolutely huge as well. That the confidence that they gained from just putting in that much offensive pressure aspect this time with the hat trick. I'm gonna shout him out a little bit here, but very good play on the offensive end on only 4 shots. They have 5 goals. Not sure what Rocket League means by that, but
That
still
was
great
the own
offensive
goal.
pressure.
Vin had that own goal, so they have an extra goal there, I
Uh,
believe.
I mean, you have to talk about assuming that own goal as well. You have to talk about like the Knights' defense, because if they have 4 shots and Retro Shocks actually scored 4 of their own goals, that ratio is not good at all, and you can't continue to play like that, especially with this low shot total. That's not sustainable at all on the defensive end, and they're going to need to step it up on that defensive end to make sure they're not letting in this many goals on that few shots.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in that first game, all the members of the Knights were able to come away with 2 saves, but I think just in these last 2 games combined, I think they only have a total of 1 save between the 2 games. So that defense has really started to kind of fall apart. Retro Shocks maybe taking advantage of that. And we'll look to see if the Knights can get it together here in game number 4.
We'll see if Retro Shocks can put up another 5-goal game here, which would give them an average of 4 goals a game over every game in this series, and that would be huge because that is a lot of goals. Usually you see maybe about 2 average-ish, and they'd almost be doubling that if they were able to put up another 5-goal game here.
All right, well, here we are again underway, and Sky looking to get the attack on there early as the pressure is down onto this Knight side. Just over the head of the Reaper, though. The rigger goes up, and Sky on the defense has just been absolutely all over this ball here today. Aspect with a touch of his own, able to get the clear back to the other side. There's Van with a 50, and does get the better touch there. Now Aspect goes up, tries to get a little side flick action as it goes back towards this yellow side here, and now Reaper able to push it out, but surprisingly a minute in this game, and neither team has scored yet thus far.
For once, it seems that we don't have an early goal here. But it seems like the Knights are getting the clears that they need, but don't have the follow-up touches, really, to make a dangerous offense happen here, as they haven't gotten set up. And as I say that, a missed touch off the wall, and Rinnie finds the back of the net.
Yeah, phenomenal play there to just, again, we talk about capitalizing on those mistakes when you can, and Sky just not getting the touch off that back wall. Rennie able to tuck her into the corner there and come up for the Knights here. An early 1-0 lead here for them finally. Again, I believe last game they had a 1-0 lead, and it came back to haunt them, and you open your mouth, and that's what happened. Reaper takes full advantage here, and now we have the equalizer at 3:47.
Well, that's unfortunate. Precisely 2 seconds on the clock go away, and the Retro Shocks have already tied the game, basically playing a 3-minute, 45-second game at this point. Basically a wash of the first 1:15, and we'll see if what team is going to have that momentum come these last 3.5 minutes.
That can be tough too when you have that early lead, and then you know you're finally doing well as a team here. You work so hard for that goal, and then just like that, the wind is taken out of your sails. Now they're looking to get another attack going here, but Sky on that press. Back and forth across the center, the ball floating in midfield here now. Here's Rennie with a touch up off the wall, looking to create some more opportunities for the Knights, but Reaper looking to get the flip reset across the center. Both teams grabbing a touch here as well. And there's Little Rigger up across the corner, now into the center, but Rennie and Little Rig both fighting for it. Vin is able to capitalize on that goal. And now 2-1.
Looked like another double commit there, and Skies just pushed too far forward for the Retro Shocks, and the Knights up with another 2-1 lead. They had that last game. After scoring that second goal with about the same amount of time on the clock, you know what the Retro Shocks did? They scored 4 straight. So we'll see if they can do the same thing here, as their offense has been absolutely deadly, led by that man right there who just took the shot, Skies. And we'll see see if he can have another wonderful performance in this game.
Yeah, Sky, and then I believe Aspect had a hat trick as well last game. So both performing very well here on this attacking side as they find themselves here down by a goal with 2:30 remaining. And now the ball's going to drop in front of the nets here. And it nearly falls in. I don't know what happened there, but an excellent save nonetheless. Escaping from what could have been an awful, awful goal. Whew, avoiding a near catastrophe there is the Knights. Now the ball back across the center, tucked into the corner of yellow, as Rennie looks to keep the attack going here. Aspect now with the touch, looking to get it clear across the center, just by Ben. And now the pressure is on. Sky rips one into the corner. Can this be the opportunity they need as Little Rigger looks to press the other way? And again, 2-1. Are the Retro Shocks going to be able to get this equalizer before 145?
The answer to that is no, but they do still have some good offensive pressure, and as we've seen, they've been able to convert quite a bit on this tonight's defense in the last few games. We'll see if they can do it again here. Pass is back to Skies, who's been pretty deadly. Aspect as well, both good options, and quietly, Reaper has been also having a great game too. He's had a couple of goals in the last couple of games, a couple of assists, playing much more that third man role, but coming up big when his team needs him to.
Just 1:10 here left in this game as the Knights do find themselves up by one, looking to press to a game 5. And again, here's Rennie with a touch across the center. There's Ben waiting. Gets another nice touch as well, keeping the pressure down here. And the demo! Near goal, but wow, I don't know how they were unable to put that one in as it was floating right there in the danger zone. The Retro Sox able to escape there. Now the pressure back onto the Knights side as Rennie looks to get the clear off the wall. Doesn't get the touch he wants. And now Reaper able to pop it up. Ben with an air miss. Now the other way, the flick, the shot. It's good! What a play!
Bang! Reaper coming in. Beautiful side flip flick there. And that is exactly what I mean when I say Reaper is having a very silent but deadly game. 2 saves in this game alone and 2 goals on top of that as well. He has been the Retro Shocks offense here in Game 4.
And what an exciting Game 4 it is. Somehow with the equalizer with less than a minute now, 20 seconds here, ticking away as the yellow team keeps the pressure on at a depth. Now Skies able to find a goal with 18 remaining. What is going on?
The Knights falling apart on defense here. Skies finding the back of the net, beating the keeper, and that might be the dagger that ends the Knights game today.
18 seconds remaining, plenty of time to get this equalizer. But they're going to have to keep that pressure on, all-out attack. And here it is, across in front of the yellow goal, just 10 seconds taken away now, and here's the pressure. Vitt able to get a touch off the wall, but they are bunched up in the corner. That's unfortunate. Reaper with a clear, and there's Little Rigger. Vitt able to keep it up in the air, but the ball is going to drop. And 3-2, Retro Shocks able to take it. Sorry, I think my mic cut out there for just a second.
Whoa.
What a game, man. Retro Shocks battling back at the end to clutch that victory. 3 games to 1 in that best-of-5 series. Phenomenal gameplay from both teams, though.
Both teams played super well, and the Knights just getting the unfortunate side of almost everything in that game, just nothing going their way. And the Retro Shocks ended up having just so much more offensive pressure. It just really was unfortunate. When the Retro Shocks got that offensive pressure, it seemed like the Knights were not able to counterattack and really make it out of their own end, unfortunately. And that's kind of what killed them in this one.
I mean, the Knights, too, to win that first game and then the Retro Shocks come back and grab 3. I definitely did not see that coming. But, man, the attack from the Retro Shocks was relentless. They were peppering shots left and right. For the most part, the rotations were there. We did see some double commitment problems from both teams, more so early on with the Retro Shocks as opposed to the Knights. But at any rate, Retro Shocks able to correct their mistakes early in that game 1, come out swinging, win 3 in a row, and win that series of 5 here as we get set up for that second series here with Cubics.
Should be a very good second series as well. But this first one, just a great show from both teams. And I think the Retro Shocks really found their stride after that first game. They figured out how they wanted to play, and it turned out it was aggressive and offensive, and they did exactly that and executed their game plan perfectly.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more there. Again, here at 8:30, I don't know if they're going to be starting this one early or not. I know it's scheduled for 8:30, but we will have the home team is going to be Impulse taking on the Titans, the Adept League as well. I know we're getting set up that for that as well. But again, just looking at the salary here, Cubics. Any predictions based on that as what we might see here in this next best of five?
It's going to be very interesting. They look like very even teams, considering the MMRs for both teams. The only standout player, really, of any of the players here is Garbage for the Impulse. He is rated at 11 in the salary, which is the lowest of anybody playing today. And we'll see if that'll affect anything. But their main three are almost equal to the main three of the Titans, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, Light there with a 14 coming out on top of everybody. So definitely want to keep an eye on him as well. And then Wampy on the other side, or excuse me, Nobody. Really on the other side, that roster looks very strong. Just looking at the roster, I would, again, just going on paper, I would probably go for the Titans here on this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one.
All right. Well, as we get ready here, guys, for that next game, we're going to take a quick, short break, and we'll be back here just in a few moments with that next game. All right, guys, we are back with Reality Rocket League, about to get this final game underway. Impulse taking on the Titans, and we are here yet again with Cubics. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Glad to be back.
All right, so as we get everybody loaded in, it looks like we've got Golf, Garbage Light, Potato Prophecy, Adam versus Adam Ford, Ballistic Ice, Wampy, and Nobody. So again, Nobody and Light looks like the two with the highest salaries. They're definitely going to be looking out for those guys as we get loaded in here. But again, I think I'm going to go ahead and pick Titans to win this one.
Again, I think this is going to be a very close game. Both teams look pretty even, and I think again it's going to be about chemistry and see who's plays well with each other the best. And we'll see if the Titans is going to come out and be great, or if it's going to be the Impulse. But same thing we saw last game could happen here, where one team looks fantastic in the first game, and they just don't perform for the rest of the series. And we'll see if that'll happen here once the teams finally get a little bit of warm up together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to the action as well. Should be some good high level gameplay coming out here for us. But do you think any chance of a team sweeping here tonight?
I could see something like that happening if one team is really just not gelling at all. But judging by the MMRs, I severely doubt that. They look very evenly rated, and we'll see what happens here, though. But that being said, chemistry could be an issue, and that could lead to something like that happening.
Yeah, I mean, I look to see so far. I think tonight, anyway, the team that's been the more aggressive team, if you will, has come out on top. So we look to see who's going to be, the more aggressive team early. Who is peppering those shots relentlessly, who's keeping control of that ball, and see where these rotations are coming in at. But does look like we are getting everybody loaded in here. So game one is about to be underway, and it looks like Adam with that kickoff there, but going to go in his favor as well. Down in here into the yellow side as Nobody cuts it across the center. Garbage looking to get the clear, but Wampy keeping it in here as the black team looks to be the early aggressor across the center. Potato with an excellent save off the top there. Now Nobody looking to fire her back in. And again, the ball bouncing across mid. Wampy going with a 50, but Speed coming away with a better touch. And now to the black side, but there's Nobody. Waiting, able to get the clear here. Booming the other way, but Garbage is waiting. Gonna tuck it back into this black side here as Wampy is waiting. Can he get a touch? A side flick from Garbage, and that was a nice little move by him there, Cubics.
Definitely. One thing that I am noticing about this game, though, is some very interesting car choices from the Titans. Nobody rocking that X-Devil, and Wampy rocking the Skyline. So interesting to see here the car choices. We'll see if that works in their favor, throwing off their opponent. But some great plays being made by Nobody, almost getting a solo play to go in there. And we'll see who can strike first. A dangerous chance now, but not quite enough for the Titans.
There's Wampy, who line drives another one, but that's going to be just high above the crossbar there. Wampy looking to keep the pressure and keep it in. Going to go for the fake there is Nobody. Touches it into the corner, now looking to create some opportunities, and off the wall was Potato. And now the ball bouncing back and forth across the center. Speed looking to touch and bring it down as he sends it flying, rather. Up above the goal, there's Wampy with a touch to bring it down. Now Nobody looking to press out in a hurry, and there's Speed of Light. With the touch, it goes up, and can he get it? No, he kind of loses control of the car a little bit there. Now tucked in front of the yellow goal, and here's Wampy looking to capitalize, but just high and to the right. And still 2 minutes have ticked away, Cubics, and not a team has scored yet.
Oh, man. I feel like the Titans should probably have like 5 or 6 goals at this point. They've had so many dangerous, high-quality chances, and nothing is finding its way in. Just some real bad luck so far, but the Titans definitely looking a lot more dangerous than the Impulse on offense here.
Yeah, again, I was actually just about to comment on how Impulse has been bumping each other and coagulating and getting, you see a double commit right there in the first replay. You'll see this bump from Speed. Speed actually bumps Potato out of the way right there, and that's going to be an easy goal here for the Titans.
Yeah, just a little defensive lapse there from the Impulse, sorry. And another interesting little thing to note here is Garbage is actually playing in this game. He is only 11 on the what's it called, contract, the signing number there. Um, as he'll put in a goal actually, and he's looking very good for the lowest MMR on this team.
Yeah, earlier he was down in the corner. He had a really nice pass play to himself. It was very surprising. And here you see him able to tuck that one into the corner with ease, really. Garbage there coming out with that first goal, the equalizer, 219. And maybe he's a force to be reckoned with, just an underdog hidden. But all tied up as nobody looks to press it across the center. Here it is early, and the answer from Adam.
Beautiful play there off the corner. A little bit of a miss on the defensive end there from Light, unfortunately. And Ford is there to find the way to get the ball in the back of the net, and a well-deserving lead for the Titans.
Yeah, now up by one with 2:10 remaining. As again, Impulse looking to keep the pressure on. Early demo coming out here from Wampy. Potato across the center and tries to rip a shot at him there with an excellent save, though. And now another demo the other way. And we've definitely seen a plethora of demos thus far. And to me, this game so far has seemed a little bit higher pace than that previous series.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're seeing a little bit of the same style of play, too. A little bit of defensive lapse on both teams' parts, and we'll see if they can fix that coming here.
Yeah, and again, another demo coming out there from the black team as well. A lot of demos here early in this first game, and now the ball's bouncing toward that yellow side. There's Speed of Light looking to press the other way. Gets a nice rip, tucked into the corner of the black side. Here's nobody off the wall, but Potato is there in a hurry. Gets the touch and the demo. And he's definitely looking to create some opportunities here as Garbage fires it into the corner. Nothing's going to come of it, though, as nobody is able to bring her down with ease. Now bouncing around. Potato firing back the other way, and Speed of Light kind of lost control against the wall there. Tucked into the corner of the black side. Across the center, there's Wampy. Fires it with a clear back into the yellow side, and now creating another opportunity, but there's Speed of Light. Adam able to tuck her back in. Going back and forth here as Potato looks to get the clear his team needs off the wall. Now the pressure, the demo from Wampy, though, and this black team here, the Titans, have been relentless with those demos, Cubics.
Absolutely, and those demos not necessarily doing anything in the moment, but just making it so that in this final minute, especially, the Impulse can't get the offensive pressure they need to get that goal. And some real dangerous chances here for the Titans again. It feels like every single shot they've taken has been dangerous. And it's just a show of how good their offense is and how relentless it is. But their defense also been very good in this first game, not allowing a lot of quality chances. 5 shots and 4 saves on those, only 1 goal going in, but not a whole lot of dangerous plays here from the Impulse, and they don't win the game 1.
And I believe the Titans had 11 shots, and that just goes to show you the type of pressure they were creating that game. Truly phenomenal. The saves, the pressure, and right now they do look to be the better team. We did see a lot of double committing coming out early from Impulse, so we'll see if they can get that corrected here. As we saw in that first series, game 1 doesn't always mean anything.
Yeah, for sure. And they seemed kind of flustered when they got on defense, and they seemed to lose their heads on defense a little bit quickly. And I think that's something that the Titans were able to take advantage of to get those dangerous shots. But the one thing that the Titans lacked in that first game was the power to convert on those dangerous chances. They missed about 5 really good, solid, dangerous chances. And I think if the Impulse can keep the number of shots down, those dangerous chances will also be down. And if the Titans can't convert in this next game, they won't have the same success that they found here on offense.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And again, just to, I think Impulse needs to work on those rotations a little bit more as well. We saw them, just getting clustered up. They were bumping each other a lot early on. I saw 3 or 4 different times where they had bumped each other. So again, they want to try to get those rotations, on deck, make sure they're working well together and not bunching up.
For sure. We'll see if they can do that here. And I think something like that will help them get more offensive pressure, something that they severely lacked in that last game. But the kickoff is rolling. They are off. And here we go, game 2.
Yeah, and it starts with a double demo. And what a way to start it, just 5 seconds in as the ball is down here on this Titan side. Now Garbage looking to press. There's Potato, tucks it back in. Now nobody with the pressure and speed of light across the center. There's Adam waiting. Nobody with that follow-up, trying to get the clear and press off the ceiling, and he rips one. Garbage able to save that one from going in, however. And now there's Adam looking to keep this pressure down on that yellow side. And thus far, the Titans have had great ball control as nobody just drives her right in with ease.
That's gotta feel a little bit bad for the not Retro Shocks. It's the same colors. I'm sorry. Impulse here, as that one will ricochet off a defender and go in the net. Not looking good, but definitely a great play and some good speed on that one too to make it really hard to read for the Impulse, and the Titans taking that 1-0 lead.
All right, here we are for 16
pardon me.
left. As Whompy goes up with a little 2-tap. What a pass from Adam there.
Should have waited another like 3 seconds and just said they're up 2-0, because that's exactly what happened. A huge kickoff win and a great play to get the Titans up 2-0, and they're now converting on those dangerous chances, and we could see an absolute blowout if the defense here is lax again. And Whompy, beautiful cross-field air dribble off the wall nonetheless. Oh, sorry, not off the wall, but a beautiful play.
Phenomenal. Truly phenomenal. And if that is anything of what's in store, this Impulse squad could find themselves in a lot of trouble.
I feel like they find themselves already in quite a bit of trouble. Down 3-0, and they haven't looked to have any real offensive pressure in really either game. So hopefully they can pick that up. And one thing that I noticed as well on the score sheet is, considering his MMR, Garbage is playing impressively. And I'm definitely liking how he's playing and how he's fitting onto this team. And the fact that they're using him is probably more of a chemistry thing than anything. So that seems to be a good sign that they have played some games, tried some squads out, and have found one that seems to work, but not getting the offensive job done quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans have been in absolute ball control here, maintaining possession for most of this game thus far, and the scoreboard really shows it here. As again, the Impulse tries to get it clear, tries to get some pressure down here, but for the most part, the Titans have been able to push it out with ease, and there's a clear from Whompy. And you definitely got to look out for that, man. He has already displayed how dangerous he can be. Now Potato looking to fire it the other way across the center. And nobody able to keep it rolling, as Impulse was looking to grab their first goal of game number 2. Now here across, there's Adam able to push it out from the corner. Potato looking to get a touch across the center, but Whompy again fires it from downtown, and it's a little high. Off the wall, there's nobody with a touch as well. Now Adam with one as well. Garbage into the corner, looking to press it out. Could be a wide open. There's Whompy, though, on back D. He does get the touch across center, and man, we have seen more demos in this one game than we've seen the entire night, I think, Cubic.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of physical play for both teams. Something that we definitely didn't see in that first game, but makes the games much more exciting. And with that Impulse trying to get some offensive pressure, we'll see what they can do, and they get a goal with it. Speed of Light with a great play.
Yeah, I mean, this is just truly a phenomenal play from Speed of Light to come out, that touch off the wall. Great dribble, nice and easy, nothing too crazy. Able to put it into the corner, get themselves on the scoreboard, and maybe start to kind of trudge along and battle back here. Now down by 2 with 2:17 remaining. But again, it's the Titans who wins the favor of that kickoff. Now looking to clear is Impulse, but Adams back down here creating pressure across the center. Nobody, though, getting banged around and unable to gain control of his car, as Impulse was just all over him. Adam with a nice save across the center. Here's Potato up top. Tries to get one to go in, but that's going to be nobody with a save as well. And now nobody looking to press the scene here, but that Speed of Light with a nice touch. Steals the ball, trying to get toward that goal, and what a shot! Just over the head, and they find themselves down by 1 with 1:43 remaining.
Wee Light. My guy, what a shot. Gets it by the defender with the flick. Just a beautifully placed shot as well. Finding the back of the net, absolutely key as well. They've gotten 2 in a row. And we'll see if the Titans will have an answer for them here, or if it's going to be 3 unanswered, just like the Titans had to start off this game.
Yeah, nobody
Shut me up.
almost able to tuck that one into the corner of the goal there. Coming away with a near miss, though. As, again, Impulse looking to find that equalizer, and this could be it with a shot from Potato from downtown. It's good.
As if on cue. Just as you say, looking for that equalizer, Potato, midfield banger, and finds exactly that left side, not quite touching the post, but may as well, and that's 3 straight unanswered. And the Impulse looking very dangerous on offense here once again, and they've had a lot more of that pressure as well in the latter half of this game, looking a lot more to play their style.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The pressure has been there. A little bit of a double commit coming out from Impulse, though, and the Titans do look to capitalize, and a near goal as Speed of Light is able to find the first save. But the follow-up and the relentless peppering of shots from the Titans is just going to be too much.
That was a great first shot, too, making it very awkward on Light, who made a fantastic save, may I add, on that first chance, but could not get it to a corner to clear it out properly. It just sits in the middle, and with 2 Titans sitting, waiting, they find the back of the net in the lead and finally find an answer to those 3 unanswered goals.
Now we're going to see if Potato can fulfill his prophecy and make the comeback dream come true. He's had a lot of great plays here thus far, but finds himself down by 1 with 40 remaining, and across the center for neither team really winning that one. Garbage goes up. What a shot!
Certainly not a garbage shot there, but a beautiful touch there. Nice and slow, fakes out the defender, finds the way under as well. Beautiful play from Garbage, definitely outplaying his salary, which was the word I was looking for earlier and could not find, but definitely playing fantastic here is Garbage.
Yeah, a phenomenal goal from him there to put his team to that equalizer spot, all tied up 4-4 rather, looking to send her into overtime. 19 seconds here ticking away on the clock as Swampy looking to do something dangerous. But now the ball on the other side of the field. Garbage with a press, and now Potato. There he is. No, just wide, and a near miss from Potato. How unfortunate, just in front of his eyes, and now the other way. Able to get a save as time is ticking away. Regulation is done, and who will be the ball? There it is. Garbage. What a play. What a play.
Goal. Own goal! Oh, that's no good. Garbage gets the touch, and it's a team pinch on the Titans that help him get it done. And the Impulse take game 2 in the least satisfying way possible. For the Titans, at least. A 0-second goal has to feel good, but not the way you want to get it, that's for sure.
Oh, man, how phenomenal. We couldn't ask for a more exciting set of games here. This is just truly phenomenal. I'm having a great time out here, Cubics.
You're not the only one.
But again, let's briefly look at these shots here. Impulse, what was that? 11 shots for Impulse, doing much better attacking the goal here. Only 2 saves for them. The saves across the board there for Titans, very, very well. But again, Wampy had some amazing goals that game, but nothing to take away from Impulse here as they battled back after that first game, come out on top by 1, and now the series is all tied up here at 1-1.
Yeah, it feels like those Wampy goals were eons ago, considering how long this game felt. 9 goals as well, and not really any fault of either defense, just both teams so competent on the offensive side of things. They're able to make just such a great offensive flow for both teams, and Titans able to get the solo plays really early. That's what gave them that 3-goal lead. After that, it was all Impulse on the team plays that got them those late goals in the last 3.5 minutes. They had so much offensive pressure, and definitely something that they'll look to take forward here into game 3.
So here we have it, game 3. Potato Adam going head-to-head. Neither guy really winning as it floats across the center, but nobody with early pressure. Wampy with an air miss just wide and to the left of the goal. Now we fire back down the other way onto the black side here as the Titans look to press it out. There's nobody with a clear. Potato fires back the other way, though, and this one should drop in front of the goal here as Garbage looking to rip a shot. Hey, his skills were so fancy earlier, I feel like we got to call him Garbage. Ripping another shot here. Both teams coming out on the attack as Wampe looks to settle it down. He's got some nice air dribbling skills. Passes over to nobody, though, who rips it toward that yellow side. Now finding Adam, and Garbage again with an excellent save here as we find neither team able to score a goal here yet. And I might have spoken to, oh, there we go. Okay, so Speed of Light with a save here. 4 minutes remaining, and neither team with a goal queued.
Also, that is garbage to you, Sarah. So, playing great and a fantastic save there as well from him to keep that ball out of the net. Impulse playing well again, but we're seeing much more of that aggressive Titans offense that we saw in that first game. We'll see if they can pick things up here as this game continues, but looking good on the offensive side of things early.
Yeah, we see Adam here now looking to create some pressure off the wall there. Might have gone up for a little bit of fake, and looking from the pass from his teammate. He tried to slam down on that one, but just a little shy of hitting that one. Wampe with a huge demo over there onto Garbage, and now the ball floating across the center. Both teams going up with a little touch as well, and there's Adam with a near miss, just shy. Nobody able to tuck it back in toward this goal. He's flying high. Potato able to get a car on that ball. And now, Speed of Light able to fire the other way. Wampe goes up. Excellent save there. And another touch. Now we're going to press it out from that corner. Here comes the team, but Speed of Light, they're waiting patiently. Got to miss that one off the wall as Garbage able to tuck it back down towards this Titan side here. But the question is, who's going to be the first to capitalize on one of these mistakes here, Cubics?
That is a fantastic question, and I could not tell you. Both teams, since last game, have put so much emphasis on making defensive plays that I think this is going to be a very low-scoring game, as halfway hits, still 0-0, and lots of threatening shots, but even more threatening saves. Talk about threatening! Off the crossbar from Wampe, and Adam just barely missing that shot on target again the other way, but more saves for both teams, and the defense for both teams tightening up. By far the best defensive showing we've seen by either team all day, as Wampe finds the back of the net.
Yeah, beautiful play from Wampe here, just pushing up with a fierceness. He says, I can do it all by myself. Here he is, tucks it 1-0 here with 2:03 remaining.
Oh, how important that one is as well. Getting that first goal, breaking the seal. We'll see if that gives a offensive pressure for both teams in these last 2 minutes. And we've seen stuff like this happen in professional sports all over the world for centuries. Even after one, the floodgates can open, and we'll see if that happens here.
Yes, and this series of games has most definitely been packed full of action, so this is the place to see it. But again, the Titans find themselves up still by 1 as there's 90 seconds remaining in this game here. Now into the corner of that Titan side as they look to press out, and Adam with a huge demo onto Garbage here. Speed of Light, though, looking to tuck it toward that goal as nobody comes with a save. And the clear, Wampe up, but not enough. And there's nobody trying to get a little side flick back toward that goal. Speed of Light with a clear. Nobody goes back up and gets another touch. This man is all over the field. Wow, there's Adam with a huge demo as Wampe sends it across the field and now toward the goal. Speed of Light able to get a touch on that one and back the other way. But really, both teams are pretty relentless and just chasing down this ball here, Cubics.
Definitely pass across. Speed of Light had a great opportunity there, but great cutoff from the Titans there. And we'll see how this play develops. This is going to be a key one for the Impulse as well. And it seems that my prophecy of a low-scoring game has come true. The defense for both teams looking very strong. Nobody almost finds that crossfield corner.
Yeah, Wampe now pressing. He's very dangerous. Him and nobody as well. An excellent tag team there as Adam goes up. Looks to get a touch back into the corner and keep that pressure there. Speed of Light, though, coming out with a nice little clear. Not quite as far as he'd like, but there's Garbage able to back him up. Some nice passing going back and forth here from this Impulse team. But is it going to be enough? Could be too little too late here as we find ourselves with just 5 seconds remaining. ticking away. Can they find themselves another no second goal? As it's in front of the goal, it's going to fall. And Impulse takes game 3.
You have to commit on that. If you're the Impulse, you have to assume on that play that both players are going to commit and whiff if you're going to come back in that game and tie it up, and they just don't. And a little bit of a lapse on offense there from the Impulse, but they both teams played a fantastic game, very defensive on both ends, and definitely a very exciting game at that. Lots of back and forth and dangerous games. This series has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and truly a ton of saves coming out here from the Titans. Wampy on top again with that MVP spot. Definitely a man to look out for. But yeah, Impulse, I think maybe a little miscommunication right there at the end, maybe not acting on Impulse rather and attacking that ball. But so far, an excellent series. Titans find themselves up here 2-1 as we get ready for game 4. We haven't seen a game 5 yet. We almost did there in that first series, but what does Impulse do here to come out and take this game 4 and send it to 5, Cubics?
I think, like we saw near the end of that game, the passing from the Impulse was perfect, and they just could not find the back of the net on a couple of those plays. And I think those passing plays are going to be something that can take them to the top.
All right, well, I can hear the cars in there and revving up the engines as we get ready for game 4. And Cubics is revving up as well, getting excited. And here's the kickoff. Garbage able to tuck it back toward that black side, but Wampy goes up and sends it back to the yellow. Here's nobody able to bring it down. Wampy with a near miss. The speed of light looking to press out in a hurry, and a nice little move by him. Across the center, though, there's Adam waiting patiently, able to get the touch and put it back here to this Impulse side. Now Garbage across the center as well. Here's Adam looking to send it in. There's Wampy with a nice pass across the center. Potato able to go up, get the touch, and here's nobody, though, looking to put it back in. Can he get it? Speed of light there with the D, and both teams, again, are coming out with that high-level gameplay. The intensity is there, and who is going to be the first to score this goal?
By the looks of things, with the dangerous tactics, it will be the Titans. Adam Ford with the goal.
Yeah, and that's the thing here with the Titans. Once they get that first shot opportunity, if it doesn't go in, they often have 2 and 3, 4 more shot opportunities. They've been peppering the shots. They've been relentless on those follow-ups, and I think that's where they've had this slighter edge over the Impulse team.
Yeah, the Impulse has at times found the inability to recover from offensive plays until that third or fourth shot has come on, and we've seen a couple of times where that has led to goals for the Titans, and not a great way to have it go in. That also not a great way to have it go in. A couple of whiffs in a row here for the Titans.
Yeah, he just snuck in there like the speed of light that he is, and Ty finds the equalizer here with 3:51 as they look to make it a game here and send it off to 5. And now speed of light going head-to-head. Wampe slightly in the favor of the Titans. There is nobody again with a big demo. Now across the center, the pass to Wampe, and what a shot! A phenomenal play, and you'll get to see it here again.
Oh, I want to see this again. Fantastic pass, but so well read. And Wampe just picking that top left corner like it's an apple off a tree.
He is definitely a man to watch this season for sure. And honestly, if this gameplay is anything that's to be told of the games to come, I am super excited for this season here with Reality Rocket League, as nobody finds a home for that ball tucked deep in the yellow net, and they find themselves up here by 2.
I was mentioning that the Impulse need to continue with those passing plays. I feel like I misspoke, but not intentionally, as the passing plays from the Titans pinpoint accuracy, and they go up 2-0. Sorry, they take a 2-goal lead.
and Wampe's skills, the air dribbling, just what I've seen from him here today has been truly phenomenal. Not to take anything away from any of these guys, because they all have a ton of skill. It's been great Casting here as Wampy finds yet another goal, and it looks like the Titans are really starting to run away with game 4.
Absolutely pouring it on now. Finding a way to get those goals. A little bit of a misplay, trying to get it to the corner. Can't quite do it. The block is there, and 3-goal lead.
And again, the ball's going to drop over here by Garbage, and Speed of Light is going to be the one that goes up and grabs that touch. There's Adam fighting for the ball as well. Nobody in Garbage again, and a real battle here for this ball down here in this black side. Adam with a miss as well, and a lot of whiffing there, back and forth. Now the ball finally down on the Impulse side. Nobody going up on the wall, looking to get the attack, and a nice touch by him. Can he get the bounce? And he does. What a play from Nobody.
Fantastic read off that bounce too, and even off the touch there from the Impulse, as their defense just seems to be falling apart here. A couple of good pass plays at the beginning, but since then it's been about the transition game from the Titans, and they've been absolutely killing it here. And Impulse, their defense not available.
Titans going with a double fake right there. At this point, they're just having fun with it. You can tell they're relaxed. The comms are all there. They're just really, it just seems like they're having a good time at this point. And just phenomenal gameplay here coming out from the Titans, as Garbage looks to do some work down here on that Titan side. But Wampay there with the defense. Now Speed of Light looking to get back in time, press off the wall. But Adam is there waiting, and that can be a dangerous play across mid there. But unfortunately, or fortunately rather, it's not going to come back to Hanum, as Nobody up off the wall. Now looking to make some more plays, and there's Adam with what could be the nail in the coffin at this point. 6-1 with 2:02 remaining.
Oh man, the passing plays and the read from Adam Ford. Oh, just beautiful play from the Titans there. Off the ceiling corner, it waterfalls down. And a great read to put it in the back of the net. 5-goal lead now. Make it 4. Garbage on the counterattack.
Yeah, I mean, can we talk about how well Garbage has played here today? That lowest, the salary there, pretty significantly if you look at the roster, but he has made a lot of great plays, a lot of key passing plays. He's had great positioning, and just truly phenomenal gameplay from Garbage as well.
Definitely been really showing up today, and you got to feel good about that if your lowest player is playing so effectively as that third man. Definitely one of the high points that can be taken away from this series for the Impulse.
All right, so we are at 6-2 here as we hit about that 90-second mark, as Impulse looks to do a little more damage and make it not look so bad, as Speed of Light is able to sneak another goal in here and make it 3-6. They said, hey, we're not quite done yet. Don't count us out.
The fake here from Speed of Light. Beautiful. I think he went up to attempt to read the save there from Wampy, but he didn't make it. And there was no need for him to be there. And the ball just found its way into the back of the net. 3 goals in 90 seconds also is not unheard of, so we could see a comeback here.
Yeah, what a phenomenal comeback it would be, though. These Titans are just really playing phenomenal here tonight. They're all over the ball. The control, the passing, the rotations, everything for the most part going their way as they look to keep this attack at a high pace here. But now Speed of Light traveling in the other direction towards Wampay. Look to get that flip reset, but Wampay on the deep. Now Potato pressing back toward the goal a little high. Here is Nobody looks to press out, but that's going to be Adam with the clear. Now back into this yellow side, and there's Garbage. Potato with a big demo, but Nobody fires into the corner. And Speed of Light looking to press out here again. Now only 40 seconds remaining, though, and there it is. It could be the goal they need to start the fire.
Okay, I see you, Impulse. Great read by Speed of Light, and a little bit of a lucky bounce, but it's in the back of the net, and that's 3 unanswered, and this game is certainly not over.
Yeah, I mean, he has really come alive these last couple games. Speed of Light is playing very, very well, and now off the wall, Potato looking to fire it in. Now goes up high, gets the touch yet again here as the ball falls, and Wampay gets the touch. The teammate there pressing toward that yellow side. Speed of Light with a boost and waiting. And Wampay looking to get that demo possibly. Is still here on this yellow side. Again, the Titans have been relentless on their attack, and Again, Impulse finds themselves down by 2. The pressure's on. 10 seconds remaining. And unfortunately, you got to believe this one here is over, Cubics.
Yeah, unfortunate play there as that one hit the ceiling corner and nobody read the waterfall down. And it dropped really dangerously in front. Titans couldn't convert, but they didn't need to. And they'll take this series 3-1 in what was a very close contest.
Yeah, I mean, what a great game from both teams battling back here as well. Impulse, I mean, Speed of Light, there are 3 goals on 3 shots in this final game. So, like I said, if these games are anything of what's to come, I'm super excited for the season. Both teams, or all 4 teams rather, tonight playing very, very well. A lot of excitement, a lot of hype. I know I had a great time casting with you as well, Cubics.
Oh, I certainly had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to be back sometime later this year, and we'll see how this season pans out. But as you said, if this thing is any tell of what's to come, it's going to be a great one.
All right, guys. Well, make sure you find Reality Rocket League on Twitter as well. I saw they were tweeting out the schedules and stuff, so you can stay up to date when these games are happening. But I believe that's all we have for you here tonight, guys. Thanks so much for joining us, and we hope that you catch us here next time on Reality Rocket League.
Goodbye.